Just arrived at a quota in South Georgia. Come up here a month ago on cameras. Scouted as much as I could in the 2 or 3 days I was here. So from the looks of it, I won't be hunting this spot. This is one I was looking forward to. I had like 4 different bucks on the strip in here when we came and scouted it that I was hunting. I could never get them to line up as when I was here. Here's what it was facing. None of my cameras are stolen. I don't know how this happened. This is the open swamp. I hunted this once when I was here. A bunch of fresh rubs in here now. Looks like feed sign. I don't know if it's turkeys or deer. But I did blow a deer out. Walking in, he was right next to a scrape. I just put this in here because there was no other swamp that looked this good. That wasn't giant. So I wanted pictures of inside of swamps to see what I got and if they were using it. There's pines and thicket all around that people aren't going to hunt. It's like real short pines. So I'm going to ease out of here and check this camera. Of course. Still alive. Of course. That's the one that doesn't read on an iPhone. So these Tascos, I don't know if you guys ever had this issue. There's one model of them that doesn't read on the Apple, whatever the hell it's called, ISO or whatever Apple is. There's a model of Tasco that doesn't work on it. So who knows what it says. We'll let the trek our mile back out. Alright, next camera. If you can't tell, this is turning an all-out shit show of rain and re-scouting the whole place. Now there's a deer sign everywhere. I've probably speed scouted 5 spots. I think I can kill a buck. I'm not scouting the places I have cameras. That's a no-no. And you're leaving your scent and everything in case you do want to hunt it. I haven't really checked them, I just scrolled through them really fast. I'm scouting adjacent stuff. Stuff that looks different, stuff that may pop out to me and not other people. Should have taken you guys along for that, but it's raining. So we're gonna run in here and grab this one. I think we got one more to pull. One more cell camera. I might leave, I might go pull. We made it. Quickest walk ever. This was all flooded. Maybe a foot up when I was here. Finally, morning one of this quota hunt. We're set up on a swamp thicket. Kind of between two different scrape areas. And edge of this pine flat. I'm hunting with my buddy that hunts a lot of leased land in Georgia. We decided it's better to sit out in this open stuff first sit before the pressure kicks in. Hopefully get him cruising out here before I go in there and mess it up. I walked it all yesterday, so my scent's already in there, but all the scrapes and rubs were all fresh hit. Should be a bunch of pigs around. Probably won't shoot one of those unless we get a buck down. This is a quota bonus hunt, so we can kill 2 deer, any deer we want. They don't count towards our state tags. Probably only 300 yards off the road, but I walked the whole backside of this thicket and it was too thick to sit in. And I don't know if that'll work in the swamp. There's a little too much water to see tracks. We'll probably dive in there tonight if we don't see anything this morning. First good buck we see, we're shooting. After that, we might try to kill a big one. We got 3 days to kill 2 bucks. Hopefully get some action soon. I haven't had any pictures on the cell cameras I put out yesterday. Got some in daylight last night. But we seen deer walking this morning on the way here, so I'm not sure. We're sitting on a little thicket point. Hardwood point back there, a little pocket. Got scrapes in here on that swamp line. They got scrapes down here on this, inside this point. I got all this open behind us. The road runs right there. $7:30. We just had a buck come in. I was too busy trying to see how big he was. I don't know if I got any film of it. I stared at him too long, I don't know where he went. It looked like a good basket, but it looked like one side was a spike. I might try to grunt him in. I grunted once and he turned. Once he turned, I never seen him again. Alright, it's 8:45. Haven't seen anything else yet. It's only been like 4 shots in this section we're in. I got 3 still cams out that have had pictures, and I've had no pictures this morning. So we're about to grunt again. See if we can get one to come out and work this edge. That last buck at least stopped and looked at the grunt. So I feel like he might be getting right to where they might come check it out. Kind of alternating every 30-45 minutes between a soft grunt and a bleat. We'll see. Alright. Calling it. My buddy didn't have a chance to scout. He got here late last night. He passed that buck this morning, so I don't think we're going to have much more movement. He had people all around him, so we're going to try to go scout him out something to sit. Depending what he likes, where he wants to go, depending where we're sitting tonight. I don't think I'm going to sit this spot again since I've seen that buck. I know there's more around, but I don't know how good they're using this in the daylight. It's too close to the road. If we did hunt here again, we'd be going further back into this little swamp thicket. Try and pick out a tree just in case, but I don't think I'm coming back. See y'all this evening. Second morning. A new spot that I scouted. The first day we were here, I've seen some deer in here. There's a bunch of droppings and stuff. There's a bunch of oaks dropping acorns all around this little pocket. Deer movement's been really slow. All those shots we heard last night were on private or does. I haven't talked to anyone that's seen a buck. Talked to a local guy yesterday. He says he knows some people hunting and nobody's seen a buck. So I think I got lucky with that first one we seen. So we came back in here to the swamp. We're going to try to bow on him once. If this don't work, we're moving back out to the open stuff. We're going to scout Midday again. My buddy's in the same swamp, but on the other side. We scouted on the spot yesterday. Other side of the road. He found a little feed tree. His stuff's not as thick. leaf cover wise, but it's thicker tree cover wise. We haven't seen anything this morning, but we're bow hunting for real, like 40 yards. I'm going to show y'all this setup. We're just trying to figure out how we can get to where the bucks will move actually. Kind of expect them to be here later. I don't know how they bed here, but I think we gotta be pretty close. I got the camera arm on. It's gonna be hard to film in here unless they walk out where it's pointed. So I'm gonna try to get it. If not, we'll probably use this on the gun. It should be close enough you can see it. Once the sun gets up good, I can know my wind and see if the thermals will rise. So we're on a little opening. I'm gonna try to call a little bit, really soft. So we're gonna get quiet and see if we hear anything. Here over. It's all swamp. Found trails here with droppings on it. This whole thing is just a big pocket in the middle of the swamp. It looks like what I just showed you all around this. And once you get into the opener stuff without leaf cover, there's oaks dropping acorns and stuff. Bunch of obvious deer traffic sign, but there's not really any buck sign in here. The deer I've seen were on this point over here when I scouted it, like 4 in the afternoon. A whole bunch of trails come together right in here. There was one that went through the middle of this. There was some old rubs on. Our wind's blowing kind of back behind us as of now. So if they work that, we should be okay. If they come up this edge, we should be okay. If they come across this, we should be okay. Alright. Like 10:45. We just got down. We're gonna ease real slow back to the truck. See if we can catch anything moving. See if we see anything we didn't notice. Old rub. You have to take it nice and easy. It's dead silent. Maybe a little farther. Other one's right back there on another scrape. Where they're sitting right there. Alright, good morning. Last day of this quota hunt. We've been getting our butt kicked. I'm so tired. Haven't seen a buck since that first morning that I passed. Seen some does yesterday. Buddy ain't seen a buck. He's seen a bunch of pigs last night. He's back in the same spot. I came into a different swamp. I'm sitting in the middle of it on a pinch point, hoping that they work it. I didn't have a camera here, but I had a camera in this bog close to the road, and there was some decent bucks in here. I can see half of this swamp. I can't see the side my camera was on, so I'm hoping they cross this backside too. I left the GoPro in the truck today, so you have to bear with me on this footage. We're gonna try to get it done. I think we're gonna shoot anything. We still got 4 of these bonus tags to fill between the two of us. In this morning and this afternoon. So it may be a brown and down type of day. There might be some pigs in here. I don't know if we'll shoot one of those unless it's later in the day. So we're gonna get quiet and see what happens. Hopefully it turns out good. I'll break down this spot for you a little bit. It's the last night of this quota hunt. We didn't see nothing this morning. My buddy seen another pig. Spent the rest of the day pulling my trail cameras. My cell cameras, so I already know what was on them. Nothing. They ain't moving. They ain't moving in his lease, which is north of here, pretty much in rut, and they're not moving in daylight. So the rest of the day scouting and trying to decide what we're doing wrong, what to do different, I guess. So I pulled one out of my sleeve. Found a spot that another spot I looked at in bow season. I cover a lot of ground there. I'll show it to y'all in a minute, but it's basically just dead, clear cut, I guess. Dead, burnt, layovers, clear cut. Bunch of dead trees. It looks like you hit by a storm. They all fell. A lot of them died when it burned. There's a little field up on a hill up here. There's nothing in it. There's an ag field behind us. We don't know what's in it, but we'll see. I'm about to get quiet. Alright, back on top of this hill. That's where the ag field is in the private. Bayhead. It's a hill on top. It's just clear cut. Fresh planted pines and stuff. A little strip of timber here. If you went all the way to the end of this, that's where my buddy's at. He's watching the field and the wide open stuff on the other side. I'm just watching all these holes where all this timber is. It looks like all the trails I've seen coming in here went from little bayhead to bayhead. That's an idea of what it looks like. It's the biggest thing we can find different and see a long ways like we wanted to do, so let's see.